Hi everyone, Michael Barbieri here for MB Food Ent. Today we're on 34th Street between 2nd and 3rd. We're at this really cute little hole-in-the-wall Vietnamese restaurant called Nom Nam. Now this place is terrific. I've been here once before. It was opened by Vietnamese refugees and they have truly authentic Vietnamese food. So join us. We're going to go inside. We're going to try some of the food. We're going to bring it all to you. And again, stick with us because, as always, it's going to be delicious. Okay, here we are. We're at the table inside Nom Nam, and we've already got some of our food. We've got our appetizers. First, we're going to have the rice paper summer rolls. This is very light and really nice. It's wrapped in rice paper and it's got a little bit of shrimp and some lettuce and some rice noodles. And I actually like it with a little bit of mint. So I'm going to put the mint on there. But then it also comes with this fantastic peanut dipping sauce. So I'm going to give that a try. That's fantastic. It's very light. Uh, it's a perfect way to start a meal. Just a very light little appetizer, and the peanut sauce complements the roll very, very well. And I like it so much, I'm actually going to try one more bite. Next up, we have what are called the Viet Bao. So they're bao buns. One of them, this one right here, this is the pork belly bao. And then on the other side here, this is their vegan option made with tofu. So I'm going to give them both a try. You've seen me try pork belly bao before, and I like them a lot. And it's got a little bit of cilantro. It's got a little spicy Thai chili. So it might have a kick, but I'm going to give it a try. That's fantastic. It has a little bit of a sweet sauce. And the bao is like super, super fluffy and light. This is fantastic. Maybe one of the best baos I've ever tried. One more. All right. This one is the tofu. Again, vegan option, which is always nice. It's always good to offer your customers a vegan or vegetarian option. So I'm going to give this one a try. Wow, that's excellent. The cilantro and the sauce give it a terrific flavor. I'm chewing on the Thai chili right now. So it's kicky, but it's not overpowering. And the tofu itself is excellent. I've said this before. I'm not a big fan of tofu, but this is fantastic. So, wow. If you know anything about Vietnamese food, you know that one of the staples is pho. Now, this is called the Nom Nam pho. So it's broth, and it has Angus sirloin, meatballs, and I don't know if you can see it really, but this is a marrow bone. So it's got bone marrow in there to flavor it all. I've never been a big fan of bone marrow, but I've wanted to try this for a while and I'll just see if maybe my tastes have changed. Maybe if the bone marrow is flavored with all these fantastic ingredients, maybe I'll like it more. I'm willing to give it a shot. So first of all, I'm going to try the broth. which is excellent. It's beefy and smooth and that's really flavorful. And I'm not even adding the spices yet. I have to add some spices to it, but let's see. I'm not really getting much of the marrow. Ooh, there we go. Yeah, it's good, but I don't really get the whole bone marrow thing. It to me, it's kind of like beef Vaseline. The rest of it is really good though, but the marrow, it's still not my thing. Now this is the steak pho. It's got very rare round steak, and basically the idea is that the heat of the broth will cook the steak a little bit while it's in there. So I've added a little bit of hoisin sauce, which always makes it better, and a little sriracha for a little heat, and then take some Thai basil, which I love, jalapeno, and a squeeze of lime. Now that's proper pho. Gonna give this a try. Gotta mix everything in together. Mm. Look at all that. And oh wow, there's a lot of food here. Mm. That's I can't even tell you how good that is. That's really spectacular. The noodles are cooked beautifully. The broth again, just fabulous. And oh, mm, you got to slurp your noodles and try a little of the steak. Mm, that's incredible. That is so good. This is the banh mi sandwich. Banh mi has roast pork. This one has roast pork. Uh, it's got some mayonnaise and cucumber and carrots and some daikon radish and cilantro, which I love. So all of it put together is going to equal deliciousness. So let's give it a try. Mm. Oh my God. That's fantastic. That's wonderful. There's a little bit of pickle to it. It gives it a little bit of acidity. It's on a toasted baguette, which gives it crispiness. This is by far one of the best banh mi I've ever tried. Nom Nam also has a couple of dessert options, one of which is the ban flan. Now you've heard of banh mi sandwich. This is the ban flan. So it's a caramel custard, and it comes with Vietnamese coffee, condensed milk, and toasted coconut flakes. It sounds pretty good. I've never been a big flan person either, but this sounds too good to pass up. So give it a try. Give it a little bit of everything in there. Oh, it feels more dense than a usual flan. So let me give it a try. Nice. Wow. That's really good. All the flavors pair very well with the flan itself. The coffee gives it a nice kick, and the coconut adds this crispy texture. That's really fantastic for someone who's not a big fan of flan. I like that very much. I am absolutely stuffed. Num Num is a real little gem of a place. It's a tiny little hole in the wall. It has a tiny little kitchen, but with that tiny little kitchen, they put out some really big flavors. This place has amazing food. It's got the best pho that I've tried in a very long time, and I know that I will be back. So join us for our next video, and we're gonna go someplace else. We're gonna bring it to you, and stick with us because it's gonna be delicious.